Hey guys, welcome to the Cozy Craft Corner. Today we're going to be doing some diamond painting. I already started on it a little, but we're gonna keep it going. Let's see. So we're gonna be working on the darker part, and I already cut it up, so no worries there. Yep. This is my first time like being on camera and doing crafts, so it feels a little weird, but I'm gonna just roll with it. Oh wait, totally forgot I have this. I No, get back here. I definitely need to move this. There we go. I'm also going to move this a little closer. It's easier for me this way anyway. I'm gonna put that down. No. How's y'all's weekends been? Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Yeah, I wish we had gotten to that too, but it didn't really work out. We still got like this week. Okay. Let's see. This isn't very comfy. Trying to get this on tighter. I'd say my week was hmm in the guest room. Yeah, I think this would look really good in the guest room. I already have a frame for it of this size, so once it's done, it can go up immediately. I have so many diamond paintings, but what I need to stay stocked up on are the frames. I'm very Yeah, I would like to go to Joann's to get them, especially that um since they are closing, which is super sad. I don't know where I'm going to get any of my crafts. Well, I can go to Michael's for most of my crafts, but it's really my fabrics. But yeah, I'll probably get some frames then. I already have to go back there for thread, I'm working on a quilting project. Okay. Mm. Let's see. It's just moving this. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. I'm very excited to see the ending, like what the end results will look like. I haven't been able to do much of this lately, which is why I'm glad that I have a designated time to really focus on my craft, on different crafts at least, because I've basically been sewing this whole week. I'm gonna have to get a. I'm gonna have to get a coloring session in soon. That's what I want. That's probably gonna be my next craft. That way I can focus on that. But chat, what kind of crafts are you into? I'm pretty much. Yeah, when I say chat, that's who I'm talking to, essentially. But don't mind me. I'm just here to hang out on Discord. Oh, I like how that's looking. Get over there. There we go. I really need to get another one of these. I could get a around the crafting diamond painting space. People have been getting like resin pens, which look really pretty, and will definitely be an upgrade to what I have. I just don't feel like it just yet. I need to really see what one I would like, honestly. Cute, cute, cute. Mm-hmm. too, but I'm not sure if it'll fit. There we go. No, that was too light. It was one. There we go. Jeez. No, just a little bit more. There we go. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get off the channel for a little bit. Bye. Okay. Um, I don't know. Y'all might have noticed that I started the live a little later than normal. I was out doing get taking care of some errands, and a friend of mine had a interview to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be right back. we're back. Thank you for waiting. Um, so for those, I guess I can explain what exactly I'm doing. For those who are new to diamond painting, I am diamond painting. And diamond painting is basically where you take these little dots that you can see on at the end of my finger, and with either a long ended item, or if you want to just do like single jewels, you can put putty on the end, which I have like a couple of jars, but this is the one that I'm working on right now. You basically press the pen into the putty, and then you are now able to like pick up these jewels without them falling. Right now, I'm working on this mountain photo, and once it's done, it's gonna go into my guest room. It is very bland. There's like nothing on the walls right now, so I figured that I can put this in there. I have a couple different diamond paintings, but honestly, I don't have like the frames for them, so I'm not completely done with them. But I do have another project where I'm working on an art piece, um, but with the gems. So maybe I'll do that next time. But oh, I really like diamond painting because it's very relaxing to me. I could really just like pop on some music, maybe even like a movie, and just go at it, you know? It takes time. It's really pretty to see like your project or your progress. Like I started from the left side and now I'm moving right. That's probably the best way to go about it, at least the best way I've found. Um, and you don't want to like work on like a big part of the photo. You want to be able to just like work in sections. So I think across the board, I worked on this in 3 sections. But do what's best for you, you know? The first one I ever did was um, it was a pretty large photo of the Slytherin crest, and that took a long time because most of it, like the borders of it, was all black. So I was just doing black for a lot of the time. But it was fun. That was my first diamond painting, and that took some learning because I was like stripping off whole rows, and when it came to like the black parts, that was cool, but it sometimes felt overwhelming. So because not all of the pictures are gonna look as like little like multiple colors as the Slytherin definitely didn't, but this one has more colors. So in order to not get overwhelmed, you should put these into sections. And you can use like I'm using painter's tape, but a lot of people really like hi Cyborg. I'm not gaming this time. The one time you come to lurk, I'm crafting. Let's see. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. I was just talking about what I'm doing, which is diamond painting, where I'm just taking like these little bitty gems, and on here there are different like symbols like this one, and it'll tell me where to put them. Kind of like paint by numbers, but um, with symbols instead. Oh, I don't need that. Oh no. I'll try to be light. You also need to be light with the tray. But yeah. On top of diamond painting, I will color. You'll see me color on here sometimes. I had thought about doing my sewing, but I'm not too sure because, like, I stay very focused when I'm sewing. A little too focused to be chit chatting anyway. And plus, the noise of like the sewing machine, I feel like is might be too much. But stuff like this is cool. I also like to crochet. I like to paint. I mostly paint with acrylics, although last year I did take a beginner's watercoloring class a few times. It's a cool medium. I definitely will do that again in the future. But I have worked with acrylics since I was like, shoot, like 6. So it's kind of got my heart. Um, I also know how to knit. Although it's been a minute since I knitted. I prefer crocheting right now, but that is fun. One of my favorite crafts because I learned that while I was in college, and like everybody, for some reason, like 80% of our floor started like a knitting club because we found out that this one guy on the floor knew how to knit. So we we all asked him. So it turned into like this club basically, and we would hang out in the lounge and have on either we'll have some people playing video games or we were watching shows together. A lot of Criminal Minds, a lot of Criminal Minds. It was a great time. But yeah, that's where I learned how to knit. Crocheting I learned from my family. I think it was my nana that taught me actually, because I saw her um, hook and yarn, and I was like, "What are you doing? What is this? Can you teach me?" And she taught me. And then the sewing I learned from my great grandmother. She was a seamstress and she taught my mom. So I went to her for lessons and then my mom started teaching me stuff. Am I good by any means? No, because they like taught me when I was a kid and I was like, that's not what I want to do. So I kind of stayed away from sewing, but I'm back and I'm back, definitely back for good because it's super addicting. And it makes me feel closer to my family. Do y'all do any crafts? Cyborg, do you do any crafts? I know you like getting tattoos, but that's not really like a multiple week hobby. I mean, it can be, but it's not very likely. I don't know what I'll try next. I'll pretty much do anything. I'll try any craft at least once. We're almost done with this color. Just got a few more. No. Oh my god. Get some tea. Um, so exciting news. I ended up getting tickets to see J Hope in Chicago. I'm so excited. Like, I thought it would be. I was totally expecting the competition to be rough, but I truly lucked out because I was trying to go with um, a group of friends, and I was the only one to get tickets. I feel bad, but it'd be like that sometimes. It's very hard to get BTS or any of the members tickets. But hey, I'm gonna be excited. That's where I'll be, and it's gonna be a ball. I'm gonna have a ball. I'm definitely not one to shy away from going to a concert by myself. And I always tend to have like the really fun times. Like the vibes are always cool. Everybody's there just like to see the artist and have fun, listen to good music. I'm for that. I'm so for that. I really need to grab. There it is. Do y'all have any concerts coming up or would like to? I'm also going to see Tyler the Creator, which would be hella fun. Let's see here. It's time for another color. We're gonna work on this one, which is like the next where the holes are. I'm very new. This tray is new for me. I was working on with I was working with the trays that the kits come with, but I found that they were like kind of on the small end, and it was just harder to get them in like a line. So with these grooves, it was harder to do that. So I opted to get a bigger set, and this is my first time using it. So if I seem a little clumsy with it, that is why. I'm liking it so far though. It comes with like a little brush. I'm so scared of messing up these lines. I could probably put more in there, low key. Perfection. And then we got some lines. Mm-hmm. Y'all got any interesting hobbies? I'm sure you do. I'm trying to stick to crafts, but I have like many a hobby. I call myself a multi hobbyist because I will try anything at least once, and usually it's a good time. Usually it's a good time. Actually, I don't even think I've tried something and really been like, I hate this, or I will never do it again. I'll do everything at least once. Do, do, do. Like, one of my hobbies is hiking. Although I'm not really hiking now, I ended up getting an ankle injury in November, and that really like halted a lot of my hiking before it got really really cold, which sucked because I really wanted to see the foliage changing more. I think I did get to go out like for one day, but it's not as much as I would have liked. I'm gonna need more putty, which I like. I don't know what other people do, but I like taking the putty out and then adding some more. Whoa, just seems like a waste otherwise. But yeah, I do like to hike. I'll hike I've hiked a couple places, Colorado, Washington. I hiked a lot in Washington. Like it was insane, especially during the pandemic, because we had like where I was staying there when I was living out there. Did I get it? Yeah. When I was living out there, we were surrounded by a lot of the tall, dark green trees, and there were some nugget like pockets of parks around. There was still like nobody really out there, so I would go out there with a with my hammock, a speaker, and a book. Man, that was amazing. Or I'll just hang outside while it was raining. I love that. I love that. That kind of like kickstarted it, and then I started doing more walks. And I had like my first big hike when before I left Michigan, or excuse me, Washington State. I had decided that I was gonna finally visit Mount Rainier, and I was like, I don't know when I'm coming back to Washington, so I might as well do it. So I went and hiked Mount Rainier alone. It was so fun. It was a great, 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 great time. I got a lot of great pictures, and really just like being in nature really felt connecting. Like I felt a lot of connection on that trip. Connection with myself and connection with the earth. And it was really cool. Like, I could sit down and have lunch, and like was eating lunch, and I could see the snow falling on the volcano. It was so cool. And I saw a couple of animals. I didn't stay there long because I was getting like major, oh my god, there's an animal nearby vibes. And I'm glad that I followed my intuition because when as I was leaving, I heard news that there was a cougar around there, like a no, it wasn't a cougar, it was a bear. And I definitely wanted to get out of there because like there were chipmunks following me, and I did see a fox while I was there, which was super cool. But no, I was getting the vibe that it wasn't feeling very comfy. So I definitely felt with the motto, I'd rather get out of there and find out than fuck around and find out. But yeah, after that I started hiking a lot more, and that turned into kayaking and camping, and I'm very outdoorsy, especially when the weather is warm. But for stuff when it's like winter, I will craft a lot more. I will also, which I want to do more and more of. I know how to roller skate. Um, did that a lot. That was like the thing for Black people in Chicago, growing up. So my family and I will often go to the skate rink, and I hadn't been for a long time, but I do have my own skates. So last winter I started skating more, and I hope as I continue my physical training for my ankle that I can get back to skating because I miss it. Um, but yeah, I do many a hobby, many a hobby. This is looking so good. Mm-hmm. What do y'all think? Have I am I convincing you to start diamond painting? It's okay if not, because that just means I haven't found your thing yet. Yet mountains are my thing, so. As I do this more, maybe I'll do requests in the future. I don't mind. I also, ooh, yeah, I don't mind doing little tedious stuff like this, because this or like building Legos. I do build Legos, super super fun. They mostly have to do with plants Yeah, actually, they mostly have to do with plants, or like I have a space one that I really like. I'll do space. I would love to get my hands on. I think the Bowser set um has been discontinued. I would have loved to have done that one, but honestly, like I don't have space like that. So I really appreciate the ones that once you're done with them, you could put it on like a shelf, like a small shelf, like that we have, or like on the wall. I saw that a um, moon set um, was in the works. It was and it was a frame base, kind of like their Milky Way one. I don't know if it's already out or it's in production or even review. Actually, I think it's in review. I hope that it passes review and that we get that soon because I would love to work on that. Anybody else a Lego fan? I would love to hear what your favorite sets are, or whether you are it's on your wish list or even if you've already done it. I really like those individual flower sets that they have. It's like a quick set you could do. I find it to be very cute and simple. I hope I have some more of these. Yeah, I don't have too much of this color left. It's just I like having a lot. I think it's really turning out to be very nice. I think we're gonna do these ones next. So that just makes the most sense. Almost missed those. Another thing that I felt is super helpful when you're doing these, I actually have a light board, which when I did my first one, I did not have this. I didn't even know that it existed. But since getting it, it has made like this super easy. Much easier to see the shapes without like being having a light overhead. It's nice to have an overhead, but like once you find like a different way, it's really nice. I really wish that I could have on like lo-fi playing or something, but I have to double check like what I can, like if I can have certain music on. Mm-hmm. So I could have lo-fi on, or I'll listen to like Chance the Rapper or Logic, PCS of course. We're almost done with this color. I'm glad that I was able to set up a crafting session like properly, cuz like last week, last Sunday trying to do it, it was a mess. Like I was having audio issues. Or no, last week I was sick. The week before I was having audio issues. But I think I'm getting, the more I stream, obviously the more experience I'm getting. So it's getting easier each time, and I'm liking it so far. Get in there. I guess my only quorum with this is that they don't slide around enough. The gems don't slide around enough. So that's probably like my first thing with this tray. Go. Thank you. I want to make sure I get all the gems because I don't want to accidentally like mix them at all. Get in there. It's being so difficult. Okay, now we're gonna work on the K's, which is the next color on this line that we're doing. It sounds so nice. Ooh, look at all those lines. It's still a little a mess, but whatever. Oh, okay. I'm really rocking with these blues. When I'm done with this section, we'll move to the next row. I'm basically gonna be hanging out doing this until like 7:30, cause then I gotta get ready for D&D. For those who aren't privy to that information, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Although I feel like most people should know what that is by now. I've been doing that campaign for a couple of weeks. It's a Power Rangers campaign. It's super fun. I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's honestly like I grew up on that one. It's my absolute fave. So to be doing this campaign, it like makes me so giddy, especially because I'm the Pink Ranger, which when I was growing up, I was the Pink Ranger. So it was super fitting, and I'm glad it worked out and that I didn't have to fight anybody for it. But in the campaign, we just got to space. I have no idea what's in store because this campaign's been super fun, but like the villains have been really tough. Or like they're not super tough. They are challenging. Is that our roles like you are killing us. It's so awful. We'll want to do like the coolest moves, but then the role is bad. And next thing you know, you're in danger. But the storyline's been fun. The side quests have been fun. I'm really impressed with our DM. He puts a lot of effort into our campaigns, which is super refreshing. Um, so I work as we all go to college, and I am the social media person on campus. So I accidentally at one point um, created a social media um, like channel, and he straight up made he made the channel and is like interacting. So we're all interacting with NPCs and making our own posts. It's super fun and super clever. Some people be saying some crazy stuff on the page, and now like it's still all fun. It's still super fun. It will make it very interesting since we're in space now, so we're still engaging with like the people on campus, but we're also lying to them because you're not gonna tell them that you're in space. Hello. Oh, not all of them got caught. Maybe I should get some more. I think I should. I'm gonna add more putty to this lungs, and I've never gotten it out of this before. This is new. There we go. There we go. New one. We're getting through this one pretty fast, I think. I'm gonna get all of these. No. How's y'all's weekend been? Or even your weeks? Like, we're about to start another week. Tomorrow's Monday. It's neither here or there. I can definitely get some stuff done with work. Um, I definitely need to. I haven't. Normally, I do this on Sundays, but I haven't had the time to like look at my calendar and look at my meetings, like review the week. It really helps me stay organized and aware of what's happening around me because I can be quick to just do stuff Like I'll get distracted like super super fast. So by reviewing my week, I can have an idea of what I'm doing, and I won't miss anything because I decided to switch up my routine. But I know for certain, if I know there's anything that always occurs tomorrow, I definitely have a status meeting, which would be nice because since we had off on Monday, we had to move ours to Tuesday, and it just felt it just felt off. Honestly, I don't like doing status at the beginning of the week. What about y'all? Like to me, it just feels like I'm just getting into work. I'm just looking at my emails. I'm just starting up. So for us to at the beginning of the day, on the first day of the week, um to give a status on what we're doing for the week just feels like it's too soon to me. I'd rather us do status towards the end of the week. That way we can be like, hey, this is what I've been working on. This is what I'm going to be doing next. That makes the most sense to me. But let me know. Let me know if I'm crazy and beginning of the week is where it's at. But we have an event here soon. I work events basically. I work events. I work for a nonprofit. I've been working with nonprofits, maybe not even paid from like a volunteer aspect since I was literally 8 years old. It's always been my passion, helping others, especially helping others get to their goals. Like I really enjoy doing that. So right now, my job allows me to see a lot of the city, help people connect, and best of all, helping educate others. I'll stay when it comes to a nonprofit. I tend to stay with um, environmental justice, environmental sustainability, education, or youth. So I've worked with plenty of. Usually, when it's education, at some point it's gonna be youth. My job in particular, we host events and programs that are catered to um, a wide range of ages and interest groups. So, like from at the high school level, the college level, and at the young professional level, um, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. But with this event in particular, it is a social event, and it's going to be really, really fun. I love my job. I love my job a lot. It makes me happy. Like I especially because I can like I said before, I can travel around the city, learn more, see things. I'm meeting new people, which is super fun. I've always been a social person, except those times when I'm not, because I just want to be at home, not talking much to people. But the people at my job are all so welcoming and funny and insightful. It's hard to not be sucked in. And you know what? I don't mind it. It's like I'm hanging out with friends every day. We're done with this one. Yay. We're getting through this section very fast, in my opinion. Still not sure about this tray. It's not like it's awful. It's just different. That's really all it is. It's just different. And that's okay. Mm. Some of them come out. I think people actually call these drills. I've heard some people call these drills. I like using diamonds or gems. But I think some people call these drills. Is this a different color? Yes, it is. Hate it. Hmm. Yeah, it like gets stuck. There's like another groove on here. It's stopping them from these drills, jewels, gems from coming over here. Oh, I got them. I really like hold that thought. We're gonna do this one next. I was looking at what color we were gonna do next. Which is just a lighter blue. And this is gonna be a good chunk of this section. That's good. Try to make sure that it's on there. No, get on there, you. There we go. I think the best way to go about this when you're putting these down is just going row by row. For those who've been watching since the start, I don't always do that, but I think it makes the most sense. It makes it less likely for you to miss one. It's not the end of the world because it's gonna become obvious once you're like done, but then you'll have to like go through the colors and grab the one you want and then take the colors out, the little drills. I'm gonna so just going by row makes the most sense. Ah, need to shape this one up. There we go. Oh, it's turning out so nice. We're almost done. I had to take a pause and look at it from the video standpoint. So my thought plan, my plan for um my my streaming, I guess, not even just on Sundays. I think on Sundays I'll keep doing crafts, and on Thursday I will game. I'm currently playing um, Supermarket Simulator, Crime Scene Fighter, or excuse me, Crime Scene Cleaner. I've been mixing those two up. Both have been very fun. I've been doing. I have a at least one video up from doing Crime Scene Cleaner. But this is like my first one where I'm crafting. Make sure nothing is too out of line. This little section is. Okay. Okay, we're already done with this color. We're gonna move on to the lightest blue that we're gonna see in this section. Just dropping them everywhere. It's not really fun. Like, it's chill. Streaming while crafting is chill. It is different too. Come on. There we go. That was all of them. Just gotta get these little ones off of that fell out. Okay, we're doing this next. I had hoped that when you get a set, like a photo, it comes with the drills that you need, and then also the a tray, a pen. The pen, when I first started, they only gave you like this, and then one of the putty packs. But the new ones come with these guys and a separator, which is really nice. But I don't have the bags that they come in anymore. As soon as I get one, the first thing I do is put them in these bags and put their symbol on it, so I know what I'm doing next. But those are usually like numbered, as well as having the symbol. And then right here is where it'll have the number and the symbol. But the symbols are easiest to me, especially because that's what you see on here. You don't see the numbers on there. If you did, that would be awful, actually. Cool, cool, cool. We're already done with this one. they're getting everywhere. I feel like I'm getting even messier with this tray. Come on. And this lip is very frustrating. Okay, that's all of them. Now, I don't literally only need one drill of this. So I'm just gonna do this. And we're done with the section. And I usually take the tray and just press down on this so then it's secure, because there's glue under here. And that is what's sticking it to the picture. Cool. One section down. And we're gonna move. I'm gonna take, yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna take my tape and divvy out another section to do. Let's do. Trying to see if I want to get into the green just yet. Yeah, I might as well. Okay. We don't have too much time left, so I'm gonna move this one up. That's the beauty of having painter's tape, y'all. Okay. And now we're gonna take our X-Acto knife. Actually, this needs to be moved over a smidgen. Much better. We're gonna take our X-Acto knife and cut where we're gonna go next. Okay, and then we can peel it off. Just like that, super easy. If you, let's say, weren't done with the section, but you're done with diamond painting, you can literally just put it back on. It's really fun. Let's see. I see some of this and the K and the N. How much we can bring these guys back? We need some white. Okay. These guys. I see some of the T's. Did I already grab? No. Some of these. And some of the 2's. If we're going to start at the top, though, we're probably going to work on these. And this one, and then the K. Okay. I want to give a thank you to the people that are currently following me. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of March. It will come with time. Oh no. I'm gonna do some more. They do not give you a lot of these. Well, now that I'm looking, I think it's pretty much all over here. So I guess I can see why. Oh, not being light enough. Let's see if we can use the brush to help out. Just a smidgen. Oh, there we go. Okay. And make sure we're going down the row. Especially in the beginning stages of working with a section, because like it's easier to accidentally overlook a spot or put a drill where it shouldn't be. Didn't pick up one. I don't need that many, but we're gonna. No. There we go. I think I will get a resin pen. Because like with this slipping around, it's not. It's not too comfy. Eventually, the more I do this, the more I'm gonna like change up my organization, because I don't do like, it's not bad, it could be better though. So I see what it really is. I see what other people are doing. I'm like, ooh, that'd be much better. Jeez. I do like that this tray has a little lip. I think we're gonna do this one next. It's not super close to the colors that we just did, but we can get this little section out of the way. Hmm. Gotta make sure it's straight. Oh, I missed one. Only a few more in this color, and then we're changing. Just making sure I see where my line is. Actually, I think we're done with this one. Yep, lovely. Get over there. No. I wanna shave. I might end up customizing this a little. Just a smidgen. Okay, we're gonna work on K next. Also, like a little section, but they're a little more spread out. Let's see. Mm-mm. Get a little tea break. Hmm. Okay, this is where they are now like kind of spaced out. Cool. Um, mm-hmm. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. we can get this whole section done. I wasn't too sure. So now we are done with this one. Get in. This is making me upset. They've kind of gone wherever they feel like. Is that all of it? Nope. There's one. And here's one. It was hiding. Okay, I think that's all of them. I think we can do the ends next. We're gonna do these guys next. Ooh, I just remembered we have really good leftovers for dinner that I could eat. We made some ribs yesterday. I'm very excited. What did y'all have for dinner? Or if you haven't had dinner yet, this is your reminder, go have dinner. It's over here. I think we got all of them. Yay. Oh, that is not two of them. But this is. I really love this long head attachment. Like I said, I recently got this one. It actually came with this kit. Um, but I've seen it like online. But like sometimes trying to get all of them like up, like as many as I want, is difficult because they'll like come off. Okay, we're done with this one. Yay! it up. Trying to get all of them off of this little bump. Okay. So all of them, I just gotta pick up these. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the darker color. We're gonna go with this one. I only got a few of these, so I'm not gonna take out a lot of drills. Almost done with the section, you guys. We're already done with this color. Huzzah. I think I might bring out the smaller trays now. Because, like, we only have a couple. And when it made more sense when we were doing this section because there were a lot of one color. But that's not the case over here in this section that we're working on. Make sure I get all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my smaller one. Tia! So cute. Oh my god, get out. Some of them fell, so I'm just picking them up. I would have to imagine that to be much gentler with this one. I almost stuck that in the wrong place. How'd you get it over there? One of them fell out of line, so I did adjust. Still kind of out of line. No worries. There we go. already done with this one. So what I mean, I really feel like I didn't need the super big one. Although, yeah, this works out better. Still has that little lip though, which is bothersome. But hey, can't win them all. Let's see. I think we're gonna do. Where is it? If I can find it. Oh, I see it. I see it. We're gonna do this one next, which is taking up like most of this section. I like this blue too. Although blue is like one of my favorite colors. I have a couple of favorite colors, but blue was like my first favorite color. But I also like yellow, green, purple. It's really a vibe. They're vibey to me. Mm. Gotta make sure I get the correct number of drills. I almost missed these guys over here. In the future, I will be getting a second webcam. That way, you guys can see my face like when I'm gaming. Oh, it didn't pick up. And we're done with this color. Come on. Cool. No spillage. Love it. Next, we're gonna do. Uh-oh. We're gonna do this one. We have another one that looks similar to it. Just making sure I'm not messing my stuff up. I guess at the end of the day, once it's done, I wouldn't notice. Oh, that's too much. That was too much. But still, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. There's only, yeah, we did not need this many drills because it's literally like 3. I only needed 3. I wasn't looking properly. Thank you to those who are tuning in. Appreciate you. There we go. Hello. Next, we're going to do these guys. We only have a few more colors now at this point. There we go. Oh, it didn't go. Go, buddy. There we go. And we're done with that color. We're almost done. We just have this little section to do. Okay, that's all of them out of there, but I did see one fall out. So now we just have twos and this guy. Then we're gonna do the twos. Get some little pink action in there. Oh, it didn't pick up the last one. There we go. Perfect. Y'all got anything exciting planned this week? I wish I could say I do, but I haven't yet. I might end up going sledding at one point. There's this spot not too nearby, but kind of nearby, where you can go like tubing with or without snow. I think that's super cool. I think I'm gonna have to do that this week. Oh. So that'd be really nice. I'm gonna definitely have to go to Joann's to get more thread. I was just there like yesterday, the day before, um, to work on another part of that project. But ultimately, so I was debating between I needed more fabric, but I also was debating on getting an embellishment or just trying a satin stitch on my sewing machine. I opted to try the satin stitch because eventually I also embroider. It would be cool to try it on the sewing machine. so I opted to do it that way. But what I didn't realize is that by doing the satin stitch, I will be running out of thread a lot faster. So I have I did have another one. It just so happens, but it was about the same amount as what I had before the first go around. So I'm definitely gonna need to get more because um, it was not a lot based off of what I used. Like I'll run out of quick again, and so to avoid rushing myself, I'm just gonna do it now while I still have some thread. Look at that! Oh, we're done with this section. Yay. We'll start with a larger section next time. I just knew because of the timing. I don't want to be late for D&D. But this was a nice little something. Yay! Now we started out over here, and now we're down here. It's super, super nice. It looks really nice. I can't wait till it's done. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm not sure if we're gonna play Crime Scene Cleaner again or move to Supermarket Simulator. We might move on to Supermarket Simulator, but I'll let y'all know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again.